Alright, we are recording, and it's another movie. And as it says, it's Killers from Space, which is funny. I skipped ahead just to... I was just quickly seeing, like, it plays things like that, something like that. And there was some weird stuff going on with my computer recently, so I need to check. But anyway, I know I've seen an image from one of these before, from this movie before, of one of the characters. I don't know where, and it does kind of annoy me that I don't remember. Anyway, Killers from Space, and there's where I got it from the Internet Archive, and let's do that.
Soledad Flats, Nevada. The time, 6:15 a.m.
This is so bad, and I don't just mean the
climax of arduous planning.
Desperate need
Operation A-bomb test underway.
Okay.
Destination minus 2 minutes.
This is the area that it's the atomic age of movies.
Military personnel, from buck private to top-ranking brass. Men from research and news services move into position. The bomb-carrying plane makes its initial run. Radar with eyes that never sleep. Special equipment go into operation. All orders are carried out with split-second precision. Warning is given to all commercial aircraft to stay out of the test area.
No.
Destination minus 70 seconds.
Planes take to the air, carrying sensitive instruments and nuclear scientists, ready to record the radioactivity from the closest possible vantage point.
Destination minus 40 seconds.
You could wire something
The
up to
bomb-carrying
do that.
plane nears the target. Tension mounts as all members of the flight crew anticipate the task
Like,
to
seriously, you
pinpoint
should
the bomb on a
be
tiny
have
circle of Earth
sensors
below.
nearby.
Now the plane wings its way
Could
toward
survive,
ground zero.
maybe.
Warning signal is sounded. All observers prepare for the blinding flash of the bomb.
Yeah.
Destination minus
Finding
20
is not
seconds.
Command of the plane is given to the bombardier. Ground zero dead ahead. The key man now goes into action. Bomb bay doors open.
Destination minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6,
The crew at
5,
the Enola Gay
4, 3,
actually had triple
1,
polarized glasses
0.
that were invented because of how bright the explosion would be. Only the guy who had the camera that took the picture wasn't wearing them, but he was turned around, he was facing the other way at the time. You would not fly over that. The reason why the plume is going up is from the heat. And just that shape is because of convection currents in there, which the turbulence. That'd be horrible.
You can make the position report now. Have the figures ready.
Control from Tar Baby 2. Over.
Go ahead, Tar Baby 2.
We're circling ground zero at radius of 7.5 miles. Altitude 15,000 feet. Airspeed full 50. Stand by.
Roger and over.
She's all yours.
This is Dr. Martin. Here are the readings. 0.378 negative. Second indicator. 1.08 negative. Radiation 0.4. Over. Roger, proceed according to plan.
Wilco and out.
Take her in closer.
Okay, Dr. Martin.
But you break this plane, you buy it.
We'll have to keep at least 2 miles from the center of the column. Radiation was too strong.
thing shining below.
Looks like a fireball. Better check.
You would not be alone on such a mission. There would also be people on the ground
Dr.
racing
Martin?
in to do
Dr. Martin, we're in trouble.
to make recordings as well.
Pull out!
What out? I can't. The controls are frozen.
And you're not ejecting because
Tar Baby 2 from base. Come in, Tar Baby 2. Come in, Tar Baby 2.
I am very curious why they would use that name. That
We've
class.
lost contact, sir. Baker 2, sir. Yes, sir.
There are many
All
far,
patrol
far
craft in
better
test
names.
area. This is a Mayday. Repeat, this is a Mayday. Proceed to segment Baker 17. Search for Tar Baby 2.
Control from Tar Baby 7. Wreckage sighted southwest corner, Soledad Flats. Ship appears completely demolished. No sign of survivors. Over.
Roger, Tar Baby 7. Circle wreckage at 1000 feet until arrival of helicopter rescue unit.
It's interesting how much the design of helicopters have changed.
Dr. Kruger, Colonel Banks speaking. Would you mind coming into my office right away, please? Thank you.
I gotta look this guy up.
As I
He's
was saying-
familiar. I feel like he was even in one of the movies I did.
Our search planes found the wreckage of your husband's plane, Mrs. Martin. A rescue crew was sent out, but
But they must have reached the wreckage hours ago. Why can't they find him?
I honestly don't know, Mrs. Martin. Yes, come in.
And I've already forgotten what his name. Crap.
Ellen.
Kurt. Colonel Banks. Isn't there any hope?
Colonel Bain.
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Martin. They found the pilot dead in the wreckage. And according to all reports, no one could have bailed out. I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Martin.
Wait, that's Peter Graves?
Dr. Martin! Dr. Martin, are you all right?
I am, yes.
Yes.
Dr. Martin! Call the base hospital! Come on, Doctor. Come on.
All right, look up to your right. And now look over to your left. All right, you get up now.
Before you could have a portable light there, they use those because it's a mirror. It's reflecting the light. Bet he picked the wrong day to stop sniffing. He was in an
Everything
airplane.
seems all right.
Oh wait, but he's the one who uses that line.
Can't you
He's one of the
recall
pilots.
anything that happened from the time your plane crashed until... I remember the controls froze. The next thing I saw was the main gate of the base. Your plane was completely demolished, the pilot burned to death, and you show off the picture of health. Are you sure you weren't driven here?
Positive.
You don't remember where you got this? You know, your medical chart shows no indication of any scars on your body.
I must have got it in a crash.
Now, this was surgery. A very skillful incision.
I've never had an operation.
Now, that's what I don't understand.
Mr. Briggs. Briggs?
Fine, how are you?
Fine. I see the FBI doesn't waste much time.
Well, not if we can help it, Colonel.
Oh, you know our base surgeon, Major Clift?
Sure. How have you been, Major?
How do you do? Well, I guess you gentlemen have business to discuss.
Oh, no. This won't take a minute. Sit down.
Sit down, please, gentlemen. Cigarette.
Oh, thank you.
I understand you've already talked with Dr. Martin.
I just left him. You know, Colonel, according to my files, Dr. Martin is just about the key man on this nuclear project.
Yes, along with Dr. Kruger, he is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know they're both good friends and, both have knowledge and access to top secret information.
Well, that's very true, but that's no reason to suspect that
we can suspect anything, Colonel, until Dr. Martin accounts for every minute from the time of the crash.
The shock must have caused a mental block. His mind doesn't want to remember the details, the origin of the scar on his chest, how he got back to the base under his own power.
Did you ever stop to think that perhaps this Dr. Martin isn't really the Dr. Martin?
What are you getting at?
What I mean is that this man could be an imposter.
I'm still looking through that one act credits. There's definitely stuff there that I would know him from, that I would recognize him from. I am not seeing one that would have been recent enough for me to think of him necessarily.
Oh, they did come through, huh?
And definitely not one of these.
They do check.
So I've already done. But now I'm also...
That's what I've been waiting for, thanks.
So, if you've seen Airplane, the funniest part about it is it's kind of a comedic remake of a prior film. And if you see that, oh my god, I have to see if that's going to be on Internet Archive or not. That is public domain.
Yes,
if it is,
Briggs.
I'm so doing that.
Any news on the line you were getting on Dr. Martin?
Amazingly bad.
Just heard from Washington. Well, I was wrong. This is our man, all right. His prints and description check right down the line. Now, here's what I suggest you do.
But you say he's in excellent physical condition, yet you're keeping him in the base hospital. Why?
Mrs. Martin, you must realize that your husband is engaged in a highly secret work. If this experience had, affected his mind...
Are you trying to tell me that Doc is...
No. It's nothing serious, Mrs. Martin. His reflexes are excellent. Except for that one lapse of memory, his mind is perfectly clear.
Isn't that natural under the circumstances?
Yes. Except for the question of the scar on his chest.
I know he didn't have it before the crash.
Well, I'm sure he didn't, Mrs. Martin. But you see, it would be impossible for a wound of this size to have healed so quickly and without medical attention.
So you can't keep him here indefinitely.
Well, we don't intend to. We've asked you to come down here because we've decided to let you take him home, provided you can keep him quiet and he gets enough rest.
I understand. Now we'll just have to take that vacation he's been wanting for so long.
Vacation? To watch him, you'd think you never heard of one.
Yes, he must have asked me 100 times when the next test was scheduled. He's anxious to take his own readings again.
Well, he did have a key part in the planning of these projects.
Well, is there anything he should or shouldn't be allowed to do?
No. Except, he does need diversion. Anything that won't upset or excite him.
I see. Movies, bridge, drives, things like that.
Well, you're the doctor now. Just see that he gets plenty of rest.
Thank you. Goodbye, Colonel.
Goodbye.
I'll have to look that up separately.
See you later,
There
Major.
might be copy of 0 Hour. You know? But I mean, it's... You can watch Airplane and think, oh my god, these are so ridiculous. These are such stupid ideas, such stupid jokes. And then you watch 0 and it's like, oh my god, that was supposed to be a serious, dramatic film-ish.
What time is it?
And it's there.
After 3.
They didn't make it up.
I think I'll get myself a glass of milk.
It's not even a parody, they're just repeating it. So bad. Oh. Yeah, he's the one who, in Airplane, I think had the line of, I was a lucky woman.
Duty desk, please. Helen, what did you get up for?
Yeah, he would have been one of the pilots.
This is Dr. Martin calling. Who is this speaking?
Sergeant Bandero. Anything I can do for you, Doctor?
I wondered if there were any last-minute orders on another atomic test. What do you mean you can't tell me?
Sorry, sir. Regulations. I can't give out information to anyone. No, sir. It won't do you any good to come down.
All right, we'll see about that.
Wheel change. That's what the circle up in the corner is. That those would be markers
get out of
that
the base
the
right
projectionist would watch. They would
Alan,
be
don't you
two.
agree with me?
One
I've spent months
letting you know,
preparing for
hey,
this
get ready
series
to
of tests,
change.
and
That was like a
no
minute
sergeant is
before
gonna push
something.
me around now.
Then the other to actually change.
Well, aren't you going to say anything?
No.
Look, I know they're ready for another test, and I should be there.
Can't you understand that they don't want you around for your own good?
I don't need their sympathy. There's
Don't
nothing
put it
wrong
like
with me.
that.
Then why are you acting this way? You're all on edge. If you don't slow down, I don't know what's going to happen.
You really believe that, don't you?
Look, Doug, if you won't take it easy for your own sake, please, do it for mine.
You know, this really is part of the fun of watching some of these films. It's just recognizing people that's like, they had careers you wouldn't necessarily would have included such films, but at the time, you had a lot of films like this.
Time to get up.
Go away.
All right,
So just
stay in
answer
bed
this
all
all
day.
day.
It's almost 11 o'clock.
You'd have
Said it was almost
a
11
lot of
o'clock.
people.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You go put the coffee on while I get dressed.
I don't care what you say. You had no right to go ahead without me. And you, Kurt, you didn't tell me either. Why? Orders, Doug. Orders? Nonsense. The least that could have been done would have been to let me know. I'm fine. I could have done my work.
I hate to say this, Dr. Martin, but in your present state, you're not considered a very good security risk.
Me? A security risk? My present state? What's the matter with me? How long am I to be considered?
Only temporarily. The results of the test will be available for your study when you return to work.
I am ready, Colonel.
To us, you're still a very sick man. My advice to you is to go home and relax, as you were ordered.
Relax, relax. And if I don't?
Then you'll be confined to the base hospital till you change your mind. Now, what's it going to be? Well, Doctor?
Oh, Dr. Martin. I didn't expect you back so soon.
Haven't you heard? I'm a mental case. Can't even be trusted with my own work. Liable to go berserk at any minute. Colonel Banks will fill you in on the details. Don't tell me. Let me see. You're, I know. You're Miss Vincent, the secretary I share with,
Oh, Doctor, you can't be serious. There was no one in your office, so I thought you wouldn't mind.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right. As far as I'm concerned, you can take the rest of the day off.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't really belong here. I just came in to pick up a few personal things from my desk.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
This does not bode. Also, what the hell kind of security do you have on this base? This guy never left, and it was like, oh yeah, what? I mean, you would have had him sign in that, and they would have been like, huh, should have been gone by now, right? Because he's not supposed to be here. He also should have had an escort if he's not supposed to be there. I mean, Yeah, you don't want to answer that. You're not supposed to be there. Duh. And at least he did realize that. Maybe it's just me, but that seems like a really bad place to have a safe. Because it's right next to a door, which means that there's a wall right there. That if you wanted to get into the safe, depending, that wall may not be as secure. I mean, it's true, this is just set design, it's not real, but it's still I would think that might not be a very thick wall. Let me try going through that instead of the steel door. Is it just me, or does that guy looks like he's wearing a jacket a little bit too large for him? Just the way it hangs on him makes it look rather bulky, and for whatever reason I'm just reading him as not being that bulky of a man. You'd also think that there would be the procedure to, I guess maybe there would be like a good foot between. From the earlier shot, it looked more like that was almost the size of a room. But if it ends like a few inches from the side of that cabinet, then no, it actually could be pretty secure. But you'd also think there would be a policy of like every week or something changing the combination on the lock. Of course, I'm not sure if that... I'm not even sure how that would be accomplished. I mean, it's like, of course, today, electronic locks, you'd be able to do something easier, but mechanical system, I'm just not sure how you would get in there to change the position of the tumblers, and he left it open. Okay, there's no room on that wall for this safe.
Main gate, please.
The one he walked into, it appeared he walked into, wasn't at the end of the hall. There isn't room for that safe there. There isn't room for the room there. Well,
Main gate, Sergeant Powers. Dr. Kruger? Dr. Kruger? No, he checked out. Yeah, about 20 minutes ago. Okay.
See,
Sorry to keep you waiting, Doctor.
That's all right.
Okay, Doctor. Will you sign out, please?
We'll post a couple of men outside of Dr. Kruger's office. Give me Colonel Banks at the Officers Club.
You'd also think, though, that they'd be like,
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay,
Good night.
Don't let anybody leave just now. Because this is potentially very sensitive information that has been taken. It would make sense as yeah, we're not letting people leave.
Good evening, Dr. Kruger.
Yes?
My name's Briggs. I'm from the FBI.
Briggs. Of course, I've heard of you.
I wonder if you'd mind returning to your office with me.
What seems to be the trouble?
If you'd mind showing me
A
ID.
few things we'd like to straighten out.
Concerns me?
Well, I'm afraid so, Doctor. And take your own car if you like. I'll meet you there.
All right, I will.
The papers seem to be intact.
Is this all classified information, Doctor?
Of course.
You know, according to security regulations, that vault should have been locked before you left.
But I'm certain I did lock it.
All right, then tell me this. Who besides yourself has access to the combination?
Well, the Colonel here and Dr. Martin.
Dr. Martin. He was in the building this afternoon.
That's right. We saw him in my office. He left around 4 o'clock on orders.
He dismissed the secretary a few minutes later, but he didn't sign out of here till 20 minutes after you left.
After I did. Well, there must be some mistake. I personally checked his office just as I was leaving, and he wasn't there.
You always do that, Doctor?
No, but Dr. Martin has been acting, well, quite strange of late.
Yes, he certainly has.
I would say
Wyatt
agitated.
telephoned to say that he hadn't come home as usual. I was very much concerned about it.
So am I. He still hasn't shown up yet. What kind of pipe tobacco do you use, Dr. Kruger?
Me? Why, I don't smoke at all.
And you, Colonel?
Cigarettes? What are you driving at?
That's funny. How long has Dr. Martin been using this brand of tobacco?
Well, I really don't know.
He had to
Why?
go to his wife.
Now,
It's like
Mrs.
he,
Martin, you say you have
had
no
it in his
idea where he
office.
could be at this hour.
Well, I know he's never been this late before without telephoning.
Well, I hate to ask this, but have you ever had any suspicion that there might be another woman?
Certainly not.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Martin.
Just why are you asking me these questions?
Well, let's put it this way. Has he made any new friends lately? You know, people not in the usual group.
No, the only people we've seen in months have been connected with the Institute. Excuse me. Hello? Yes, just a moment. It's for you, Mr. Briggs.
Oh, thank you.
that's what she used to do before cell phones. Used to let people know where you would be, and then they would call later.
All units in Sector 7, Code 4. Repeating, Code 4.
And if they missed you,
Be on the
then they
lookout
would
for
know.
two-tone
Be like,
coupe.
oh, well, he's going home, or he's going to the office, and then yeah, he just left like 5 minutes ago, so you'd wait until enough time has passed for them to arrive, and then you call
All
later.
units, Code 4. Missing.
Or if you're
Dr.
just
Douglas
interested in
P.
leaving a message, you can call
Paul
ahead of time.
Male
If there's somebody there, take it, then
32
leave it.
years of age. Height 6'3". Weight 195 pounds.
But
Color of
today,
hair
it's
blonde.
not. Just call
Color
them
of
direct
eyes
on their
blue.
cell phone.
Last seen driving away. License number 1W67713.
Dr. Martin. What are you doing with this? Any special reason for placing it under this rock?
I'm trying to think, what is the reason for the glaring? Well, for how they focused in on the eyes, and not the eyes, but the light and such. What was the purpose there? I mean, just the...
10 gallons there.
Okay.
Like
Where's
the
your phone?
intent,
Over there behind the pump.
maybe, but... Literally the intent, but I'm just unsure. I always am willing to suspect a twist is coming. Like, he's the normal guy. The doc here, he's normal. The FBI guy is the one we can't trust. Something like that.
Operator, give me Crestview 95359.
All units in Sector 7.
Oh, you
Code
don't see
4.
that anymore either.
Repeating, Code 4. Be on lookout for
The,
two-tone coupe. License number 1W67713.
Fold down the tail light, and that's...
Operator,
that's
you
what
sure
he
you're
put
dialing the
outside.
right number? We'll try it again, will you? It's my home. There ought to be someone there now.
At junction of Highway 66 and Beach. Ambulance en route. Car 17, Code 7. 4th and Roberts. Suspects may be armed. Repeating, Code 2 to all units. Dr. Douglas P. as in Paul Martin. Male Caucasian. 32 years
He's
of
doing
age.
the
Height
thing.
6'3".
What they're doing.
Weight 195 pounds. Color of hair blonde. Color of eyes blue. Missing. Dr. Douglas P. as in Paul Martin. Male Caucasian. Repeating. Code 2 to all units.
Hey, mister! Fred, give me the police, quick.
And by the way, that is actually legit, because you didn't have 911, you didn't have a call center system. Calling the operator to then get the police may be a good idea, because that is probably a regional operator. So they'll get you the police station directly. Like where I live, because the county handles all the 911 calls, it's faster to call the police station directly than to call 911, because then it goes to the county and they have to route it back to the station, to the specific station nearby.
Calling car 6, code 11. Code 11.
And in some cases, if you look it up, like the non-emergency number, it is just the police station. It's handled identically to a 911 call, to an emergency call, but you call it direct.
This is Briggs. Come in.
Subject, Dr. Douglas Martin, last seen en route 61, heading toward North Junction. Stopped at gas station, corner of Ridgewood and Mills Road. Acknowledge.
And in a way,
Roger.
911 may have actually hurt.
Briggs, out.
Because people just think that, I just call 911, there's nothing more to it. And that can, in some cases, produce a delay. Whereas calling direct, no, you wouldn't have the delay, but you don't necessarily think that there even is a direct number. Then there's also the whole, the location data. Is it being collected with enough accuracy to find you? Actually, was in the news recently. Somebody called 911, but they didn't know where. Oh, this is lovely. But the location his phone gave out wasn't accurate enough, so the police weren't able to find him, and he did end up dying. He was having a medical emergency, but they couldn't get to him in time because he didn't know where it was.
They're here. They're going to destroy us. He's coming out of it.
It's all right, Dr. Martin. You're with friends. You'll be all right.
Now let me go. Let me go.
Steady now, steady, Doc. He'll kill everyone. We've got to stop now.
Easy, Doug, easy.
Yeah, so it was.
What did you give him?
Seeing those eyes.
Sodium amytal. Truth serum. It'll deprive his mind of any imagination.
I guess you'll make sense now. I'll get the recorder ready.
Quite, but it is, in fact,
Can you hear me, Dr. Martin?
So that is how that would work. But it.
Now listen to me. I want you to count backwards from 100. Do you understand?
More susceptible to suggestion. I want to say is how it actually works. So it doesn't get you to tell the truth, but it may make it easier to
99.
To get the person to tell you the truth. So it's also, I want to say, the sodium is not that effective of them.
96.
But movies tell us it is.
95.
So people believe it.
94.
But even then, in general, they're not reliable.
Dr. Martin, what were you doing with the information you took from Dr. Kruger's vault?
I was delivering it.
Delivering it? But where? To the rocks in Soledad Flats?
Yes. To Soledad Flats, and where we crashed. I was delivering it, just as I was ordered.
Who ordered you to do this, Dr. Martin?
I'll tell you the whole story. I remember we were circling the atomic cloud. There was an object glowing beneath us at Soledad Flats. We were going down to investigate. Controls jammed. Couldn't pull out. When I regained consciousness, I was on a table.
That's a still.
Next thing I knew, they were coming at me. Strange people. Their eyes
I'm sorry, they look like big pong balls. They're not. They're more shaped, but...
They didn't speak.
That's what it looks like.
I could see something strange and eerie pulsating in front of me.
Yes.
Then one of them lowered it toward my chest. It was my own heart.
What happened? What is this place?
It's like he's on a glass block of tape.
Who are you? What are you doing to me?
Can't you speak? Who are you?
How'd they get through the lid? I was like, they had to make an incision in the skin, but they could just go through the ribs, not having to worry about it? Asking the important question of atomic-era science fiction.
Step forward.
Hey, they can talk.
Dr. Martin, I see you are quite well. You have recovered from your unfortunate accident.
Who are you?
A scientist, like yourself.
Where do you come from?
From a planet, yet unknown to you.
You know my name. You speak English.
We speak every language.
Can't expect me to believe that. I'm getting out of here.
Stay where you are.
Who are you?
I have already told you that.
How did you get here?
Here.
That's an answer.
In our machines magnetically propelled across the electron bridge we have created.
Electron bridge?
I get the idea it wouldn't work, but I get what the
You mean you come and go, just like that? Without anyone ever seeing you?
Our ships have been sighted on numerous occasions by your people.
Then why haven't we been able to track one down?
We have a warning system similar to your primitive radar. Our machines are set to change course at the mere approach of a pursuing object.
Let's say I do believe you. Where are we right now?
In a cavern within the upper crust of the Earth.
How long have you been here?
Since the beginning of your experiments in nuclear fission.
What have you got to do with that?
We are accumulating the energy released with each of your atomic explosions. One moment.
What the heck is that thing? It's like it controls the projection screen. It's the like stasis field thing. And
no, virus.
Sounds like they reversed the
What was that?
A report from the monitor we sent to the surface to obtain the results of your last nuclear test.
Results? They'll take days to analyze and compute.
I think you will find these figures are correct.
On aluminum foil.
I can't believe it. Where is that man?
You don't recognize the area?
No.
He is in the vicinity where you crashed.
That rock was glowing.
A normal reaction in view of the amount of radiation absorbed. You have a remarkable memory, Doctor, considering the fact that you did not survive the crash.
What do you mean?
The mechanism of your heart had ceased to function. It was necessary for us to revive it.
Many of your organs would cease to function after a crash like that, because they kind of no longer be as solid as they normally
That's what
are.
they were doing. You didn't even try to help the pilot. Why did you save me?
Because we had an important need of your services.
Such as?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand.
That was the inspiration for Wi-Fi.
Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta. It occupies the 4th position in relation to this, our sun.
Yes, go on.
Okay. They stuck a glass ball on there.
During the
to show, like,
23rd time rotation, our sun began to die.
That is not
So during the succeeding generations, as our planet began to cool, vegetation began to disappear.
Sun's dying.
Our
get
eyes
hotter.
developed to this state to combat the ever-growing darkness. We were forced to migrate.
You left your planet? Where?
We invaded these neighboring planets. They were nearer to our sun.
But yeah, when the star is dying, it stops fusing with hydrogen, it starts fusing helium, which is more energy, and that's why they then get big as red giants.
You just moved in and took over?
And hotter.
How many of you?
All of us, well over 1 billion. There were feeble attempts to stop us, but we were prepared for such contingencies. And now that our sun is about to completely expire, we must move again in order to survive. Yours is the only planet in this solar system capable of supporting our civilization.
This is fantastic. Over 1 billion of you trying to come here to Earth.
At that
We have
time,
no
there would have
alternative.
we had 9
We
billion
have been
now.
putting our plan to work
Been
for
like
some
3,
time.
4 billion on Earth at that time.
At the proper
Maybe
moment,
5.
the invasion will be launched from our platforms, which are being readied in space. Nothing can stop us.
Except, I'm sure that there's going to be some except here. Come on. Hey, they spent a lot on the special effects budget. They want to make sure.
Insane. This is ridiculous.
You cannot find your way in or out of this cavern. Do not try to leave.
You know, maybe it's just me, but if you tell me that I'm not going to be able to find my way out, and then you tell me not to leave, it's like, no, I'm gonna try, because clearly you're worried about me trying to. And if you say I can't, fine. I want to try proving you wrong. prosthetics there. Like, are they actually adhered, or are they having to, like, hold them in like a monocle? I would hope it's adhered, because even though maybe a annoying point is off, it would be far more comfortable to have them on, I would think, than you having to, squinting to... neon lights in the background. And you gotta love the eyebrows. Really? They just carved out a thin slice in the wall to fit that. And then on the other side of that, carved out more for the machinery to force it out and back in, presumably, as well. That's a spider. Oh, more than one. I guess that works as a guard dog. Now, depending, they might be going at each other, but depending, those things would be able to snap at you very, very rapidly. You would not be able to avoid. So the question is becoming, are they really tiny, or are these things made massive? I wonder if they may have gotten some funding for this by claiming it was going to be a nature documentary. On the other hand, they may have just pulled the stuff from a nature documentary. Ooh, a horny toad. Actually, it might not be. Oh, no. I don't remember what those things are actually called. That are in the desert. Definitely vicious. It's fair to say that a close-up on many animals and insects would really mess with you, would really disgust you. Because even those was just like a grasshopper. You don't think of grasshoppers as being weird or disgusting, but you get a close-up of them, you're probably going to be like, oh, what is that? Before Green Street, you had a projection wall. I don't think that was a cockroach. It was a beetle of something. Might be related.
So, you have discovered our menagerie. Don't you think you will be more at ease on this side of the cage?
It's horrible. What are you doing here?
We are breeding our, shall I say, armies.
Those carnivorous insects and animals? What have you done to them?
Their growth is due to a change in their genes. With your next nuclear test, these animals will multiply at a rate beyond imagination. When the time comes, we will unleash them. They will spread to every continent and devour every living thing on the surface of the earth.
I think it is, with the giant
What good will
bugs.
that do you? How could you expect to survive better than
Could not
we?
be scaled up to that size and
We have provided for that.
So like, you can't just make an insect bigger. The design would have to change.
No, Doctor. there. We will use their bodies to fertilize the soil. Vegetation will rise up in abundance. A new era of civilization will begin.
Gamma rays?
You see, Doctor, we have arranged for everything.
Does seem like animals were hurt in the making of this film.
Wait a minute. All this equipment?
Our nuclear storage units. To date, we have accumulated several billion electron volts as a result of your atomic explosions.
Several billion? Why, a chain reaction at this point could release enough unstable isotopes to create a new and powerful element. Might be impossible to control.
True. An element that will never be known by your scientists. I can assure you the strength of this new element will be...
This is a powder keg. Could go off at any minute.
I assure you, Doctor, we have everything under our complete control.
What force could possibly be strong enough to harness the... You control your whole operation by electricity. Of course, no generators. That means you're getting your power from somewhere on the surface. It must be passing through here.
You have heard enough, Dr. Martin. Step inside.
All right. What do you want from me?
You will have access to advanced information relative to the time and strength of the forthcoming atomic tests.
What about it?
You will provide us with that information as soon as it is available.
I see. You're afraid of an overload. You can't tap enough electricity wherever you get it from to control a strong enough charge.
You are a clever man, Doctor. Perhaps too clever.
And what makes you think I'll give you any information?
It is the only way you can save your own life when the time comes. You will be transported to one of our platforms in space and resettled here when our operation is completed.
You're asking me to sabotage the entire world, 3 billion people.
They are doomed
okay,
in any
there's
case.
3 billion. Didn't realize that Plague was that.
I guess there's no alternative.
Since it's the 50.
I'll have to do as you say.
But then I guess, yeah, that's about 70, 60. So,
You are lying, Doctor.
what?
Your only wish is to betray us.
No.
I know. Your thoughts have been recorded.
Lie detector?
Call it what you like. You force me to resort to other methods. I will contact our space station. You are an unwilling subject, Dr. Martin.
What? Who are you?
I am Vitala. You will listen and obey.
No,
You will listen to my orders and obey me. You will listen and obey. Listen
and obey.
You will remember nothing
I'm sorry,
you
it's
have
so
seen
silly.
or heard here. Nothing but my orders which you
But I kind
will
of wonder, could you make a flat screen television that would have the electrodes there for the electricity arc above?
And bring it to the stone near the place where your plane was wrecked.
To the stone.
What have you seen or heard here? What have you seen or heard here?
Nothing.
Repeat my orders.
I will obtain the data.
I mean, it would definitely be cool to have
and bring it to the stone.
electricity over television than all the RGB silliness that some companies do to provide like backlighting that matches
that's
what
what
you're
I did.
watching.
I took the information to where they told me. I didn't realize I was being mesmerized.
Seems the stuff weighed off.
Why doesn't somebody say something? Don't you believe me? Kurt, you understand. These giant animals breeding by the millions, they'll devour everything unless we stop them.
Of course, Doug, we will.
Colonel, you've got to arrange to set off another bomb tonight. The strongest charge we have. They're beneath the ground with all their equipment. We can blow them to pieces.
Now, wait a minute.
A strong charge will overload their units.
And then, what happens with that?
Don't believe me, Colonel? Major? Kurt?
It's like, well, it's about this you just told us stuff. We
think
don't
I'm
believe
crazy, all of you. Well, I'm not. Do you understand? Everything I said is true. I saw it with my own eyes.
Give me a hand, Doug.
Now, let me go. Let me go. Steady. Take it easy now. Take it easy. We'll talk this whole thing over. What are you doing to me now? And just rest quietly. That's it.
Mrs. Martin should be along any minute now. She went for their car. What'll I tell her?
Well, he's in a state of shock. Tell her he's resting quietly.
If you'll excuse me, I think I'd better wait for her at the information desk.
Well, Dr. Martin seems to be indestructible, except for those hallucinations.
Those weren't hallucinations, Colonel. Under the influence of sodium amytal, a patient loses all control of his imagination.
Well, then he shouldn't be able to fabricate those stories.
That's right.
Major, you're not trying to tell us that everything he said was true.
Look, gentlemen, I can only give you the medical facts. As for the rest, you'll have to decide for yourself. Excuse me, please.
So one of them is there being like, think it's true? Now another one's showing up.
Good evening, Dr. Kruger. Chilly, isn't it?
Oh, Mr. Briggs, you startled me. I didn't expect to see anyone here.
Well, neither did I, Doctor.
Well, I suppose you want me to explain why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Same reason you want.
I want to believe Doug. We've worked together a long time. Anyway, I just had to come out here and check for myself.
Check what, Doctor?
For an entrance or an exit to the caverns he described.
I'm afraid you're wasting your time. Have a cigarette, Doctor?
No, thank you.
See, we've already covered the entire area. We couldn't find a thing.
Then, what about that scar? I'd like to see you disprove that.
Oh, Mrs. Martin.
Oh. How is he, Doctor?
Oh, he's resting fine. I think he'll be all right. How's the car?
How's the car? See, that would explain the close-up on the eyes and such we saw earlier. It was him remembering, and also I noticed that I kind of have the mic too badly at home, so I can't lean back too far.
Keep away, I said. Stop. Let me go. They're after me. Nobody's after you, Dr. Martin. Keep away.
Doc, he's trying to help you.
I don't need the help.
I want to see Kurt right away.
Now, you control yourself. And I'll call him just as soon as you get back to your room.
Now, you get back into bed and I'll call Dr. Kruger.
I've got to figure something out before he gets here. I need a pencil, some paper, and a slide rule.
I'll see that you get it. Oh, can I have Dr. Kruger, please?
Dr. Kruger speaking. Oh, yes, Major. How is he? All right, I'll be over in a few minutes.
Doug. Doug.
Yeah, he's focused. Now, what I well, he'd be doing the work on the nuclear stuff, but it would also make some sense if he wrote out what he had been shown, the data they collect, because it's like, oh, it would take so long to process. It's like, I never got to see that information, but look.
Kurt!
Ellen, I got here as soon as I could. Is there anything wrong?
He's much better. Imagine he's even started working. He asked for paper and a slide rule.
That's interesting. Wonder what he's up to.
Formulas, equations. Anyway, whatever he says, pretend to agree with him. Major Cliff's orders.
Of course.
I mean, humor him.
Yeah.
Don't believe him.
Doug, Kurt's here.
Hello, Doug. In just a second, I'm almost finished.
I'll take your hat.
Thank you. Kurt, let's face it. I know that you all think there's something wrong with me.
No, of course not.
No, I wouldn't blame you after the story I told last night.
Well, frankly, you did have us a little worried, asking that a bomb be dropped because of what you said.
You don't believe me either. Kurt, I tell you, I've been there. I've seen what they're doing, breeding animals into carnivorous monsters. But I don't need a bomb to stop them. I've figured it out. It's all here. Now, look. Here's the nuclear strength of our last test. And this is the amount of electricity needed to control it.
Let me see that.
I had to estimate the conversion rates of their transformers.
These figures are correct. Such transformers must operate on a constant supply of electricity. Where could they get that much electric power?
Only one way. They must tap it from the main lines at the powerhouse. Could do it by parallel induction. Nobody'd ever know the difference.
Well, no,
all we have to do is to cut it off.
But
cut off the power? We can't do that. It would cause untold damage for miles around. Such a power stoppage must be planned in advance.
8 to 10 seconds, that's all I need. That gap in supply will short out their resistors and the whole thing will go up. But you won't go along with that. No, not you.
Doug, get back in bed.
There's the car keys. There.
Now look, you're carrying this
out of my way.
Doug!
But the parallel induction idea isn't bad, but no, you would know. But the idea is there's the electric field that would be created around the power lines.
Try to stop Dr. Martin.
So if you just feed off of that, you wouldn't wouldn't disrupt necessarily what was on there, but she's still pulling energy out.
Hurry!
And there isn't necessarily a whole lot that would be
in
in those fields compared to what's on the line. So you'd need a lot of energy in those fields. And that would
what? How long ago? Right, we'll leave immediately.
What's wrong, Colonel?
Dr. Martin. He's on his way to the powerhouse.
That's a natural energy loss. So you would design the systems to try to minimize that loss as much as possible. So to see some of it being taken away, being used,
I couldn't stop him, Doctor. He went that way.
That's not right. But I mean, it isn't a bad use of the science, at least as far as I remember it from when I was taught it so many years ago. For a science fiction film, that's actually not too bad.
Hey, no parking!
Curious went from it seemed like he was something in a machine shop, which yes, there would be one there in such a power plant because it has a lot of generators there. You would want the ability that if something needs to be fixed suddenly, you want the materials there that he did just go in a circle. That is what we just saw.
There's his car. Come on, hurry. He isn't back there. Let's go.
I'm sorry, it just seems unlikely that you would have seen white paint.
Where's the
right?
driver of this car? He went into the building.
Stairs.
You know, it's also weird to think that they're talking about using the electricity to hold the energy, which is probably kind of silly, but it's like the energy from, well, the excess energy, the unused energy from a power plant, do that to contain the energies of multiple atomic bombs.
What do you want? Where are the main switches?
Hey, what's the matter with you? You sleepwalking or something, mister?
Where are the switches that control the whole of that blast area? Where are they?
See a power plant able to do that.
This way. Oh.
It's not easy.
Control room. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Come on, show me those switches. Come on.
All right.
Cut that power.
Now look, mister, be reasonable.
I said cut it. Now the next one. Next. Go on.
That'll turn the power off for 100 miles.
Do as I say.
Here it is.
Stay where you are.
Put down that gun, Dr. Martin.
I'm warning you, Colonel. Come any closer and I'll kill you. Now the next one. What's this one?
That's the master switch. Cut it.
Doug, please, don't.
I said cut it. Get back or I'll kill him. Go on, get back. Go on, get back.
Do as he says.
Give me 10 seconds after I cut the power. If I'm insane, nothing will happen and you can do what you want with me. But if I'm right... Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Over here.
You can turn the power back on. There you go. Good job.
Soledad Flats right in the button.
Just as he said.
He blew them to pieces.
Well, that could. I'm sorry. They were a billion. They were readying an invasion. All you did was that advance force that seemingly was more or less we're just gonna, quickly and easily kill you all versus having a full invasion. If that's not over yet, technically this would warrant a sequel. But who would want to make that? I don't know why it is. Well, yeah, I don't know why it's up that high. And that was it. So back to that. But that was, in some ways that actually wasn't so bad a film. It was just kind of ridiculous. And they were ping pong ball eyes. That's what they were. They were ping pong ball eyes. That's what they looked like. That's not what they actually were, though. I mean, no, you could see there was more shape to them than that. And those would have been much larger, very large ping pong balls. But still, it's just... what a film. Alright. And I have got to look into the 0 Hour stuff. It will... You have to see it. It is... I don't know if I'd be able to do it for one of these, but it is just... If you've seen Airplane, you have to see 0 Hour and understand they really didn't... With Airplane, they really didn't make it as funny as you think. Okay, there's no way my pulse is at 99 now. But there's no... I mean, 0 Hour is just that absurd that Airplane really isn't as impressive with its humor as you think. Oh, thank you, Peter Graves. Thank you so much. Alright, oh, and that also reminds Leslie Nielsen in Airplane just popping in there and just wanted you to know, good luck. That actually does happen in 0 Hour. Different person, obviously, but there's somebody that just comes in at the end and says, the whole, and we all believe in it. It is such a film. Such a film. Alright, see you next time.